I'd like to take a moment and talk about your training environment and the temperature conditions, which is very important. A lot of people, when you, for example, when you go to a fitness club or a gym, you're going to be in a temperature that's maybe around, anywhere between 72 to 79 degrees, give or take. The season, of course, if it's air conditioned during the summer, it's going to be cooler, and if it's in the winter and you live in a cold climate, then it's probably going to be warm in the gym. As a martial artist, especially as a traditional martial artist, and in the arts that I study, we try to stay as close to nature as possible, and training inside a temperature as close to the seasonal temperature outside. Now, I know that might sound like I'm avoiding paying my utility bills. That's not the case at all. But what it does do is a number of things that are very important to consider. First of all, by training in, right now we're in about 3 feet of snow, and I chose to do the video today, which happens to be the coldest day of the year, and it's 33 degrees Fahrenheit in the dojo right now, so it's pretty cold. As you can see, I got steam coming out of my breath here in the dojo. But what it does is it allows students to become more acclimated to the temperature, able to train in an uncomfortable environment, and to be able to they end up training themselves how to dress and how to prepare for these temperatures. The same thing goes for hot temperatures. If you live in a warm climate, or you have a four seasons type, where you live, there's 4 seasons, and in the summer it gets very hot. Well, of course we don't bring it to the dangerous temperatures, but quite often it does get in the 90s here in the dojo. So making sure that you're hydrating correctly, you're wearing the correct clothing, making sure that you're layering correctly, so that you can take layers off and put layers on in a cold training environment. I think that this is all very important, and it's also important in your own personal keiko, in your own personal training. I'm a huge fan of outdoor training. Probably like yourself, everybody is, but really sometimes it takes a little bit more motivation to get outside and train. Going outside and doing 100 kicks, 100 strikes, and 100 box jumps, or whatever is in your own personal training routine, but making your progressions happen and staying committed to that when it's 10 degrees Fahrenheit outside, that's a pretty hard thing to do. Making sure that if you're a cyclist, or if you're a runner, whatever your cross training is, that no matter what, at 6 a.m., if that's your time, you get up, come hell or high water, it makes no difference, and you do it. And this is a really important thing. So stepping outside of your comfort zone, staying as close to nature as possible so that your body can be acclimated to the climate and the temperature zone that you're in, and making that part of your training routine is extremely important. For those of you guys who are instructors out there and have active martial arts schools, I would encourage you to think about that. Think about bringing the temperature down when it's cold out, bringing the temperature up when it's warm. Not necessarily turning the heater on when it's hot or the air conditioner on when it's cold, but opening the doors more, opening the windows during the winter, letting that air in. This is very important, and I know it's going to benefit your own training.